What's up guys, Card Protagonist here, and today I'll be doing a deck profile on the Dark Hero deck from Hero World. So, in my opinion, Dark Heroes are actually one of the coolest archetypes because they look so cool and they have really aggressive playstyle. So if you guys really love rush decks and just want to own a really cool deck, I find that Dark Heroes are actually really amazing. And let's not forget they're getting extra support from the next Hero versus Dungeon set, if I'm not wrong, that's the name. And so, today I'm here with a deck profile of the Dark Hero deck, since I happen to have one, and I hope you guys can learn more about the deck. So without further ado, let us get on the deck profile. So the buddy you have here is Squash SD, suitable buddy for him because obviously his buddy is Squash, but in this form, I believe in the anime they actually didn't show that the mini form, which looks really cute. But he has a really good effect which helps you pump gauge, which is very important because this deck is all about being able to OTK one turn kills. So gauge is basically a gauge adder that you can actually reuse every single turn, so it's a very good card. So we use him just a few for OTKs. Alright, without further ado, let us get started with our boss monster. Actually, we have two copies of the boss monster, two types, the upgraded form and its base form. So 4 copies of 9th Omni Brave Lord Mukuro. So Mukuro is actually a really cool weapon because you can play him in any deck since it's an Omni Lord. Most of the time we actually play him, rather his second form in, if I'm not wrong, 5th Omni's Dragon World actually play him because 5th Omni usually go to low life value and you can abuse his ability to restand and it's a very good weapon. So Mukuro's ability is at the end of the battle of this card, if you don't have a monster on your field, which is gonna be the case most of the time because Dark Heroes either destroy themselves or just return back to your hand. So most of the time you will end up with no monsters on the field, so you'll be able to activate its ability. If you may pay 1 gauge, if you do can resend this card. So at the cost of 1 gauge, you will be able to resend this guy. So it's basically a double attack weapon with 2 crits. And of course, there are some ways you can gain more critical. And you resend this card, and for this turn, he gains additional 1 crit. So it's amazing. It's kind of like, you guys play Vanguard, it's kind of like Descendant. When he attacks, you can resend and gain 1 more crit. So it's a very good card, in my opinion. It helps push for game a lot. And of course, it's amazing because it is an item. So in order for your opponents to attack even hits through, he had to hit at least 5,000 attacks. Otherwise, he will have to do a link attack, and you can always negate it with a simple negate. So yeah, weapon gives you additional defense. It's not a basic weapon because he has defense, so your opponent basically have to beat through the defense in order to even deal a single damage to you. So it's great. So this is the base form, transform 1 gauge. You can also call this guy as a monster if you want to. So the second form we play is his upgraded form, successor of the 9th Omni Lord, Mukuro. So basically, if I'm not wrong, in the anime lore, Captain Answer is supposed to be the Omni Lord, but oh wait, there's 8 Omni Lords. Basically, he's a fan of Captain Answer. That's why you see Captain Answer at the back. And while learning from Captain Answer, he actually attained the ability of attain the 9th Omni Lord. Okay, so this is an upgraded form of him. Omni Lord, at the end of the battle that this card attack, if you have 4 life or less. So right now we have 2 options of resending this card. You have 4 life or less, or have no monster on your field. So it's really consistent with this deck, so it's guaranteed resend. You may pay 1 gauge. If you do, stand this card and destroy a monster on your opponent's field. Yes, instead of getting 1 crit, you destroy a monster on opponent's field. It's actually quite good. Sometimes you can go for bot control and just activate once per turn. Transformation is 2 gauge instead of 1. So that's the only difference. There's 2 difference. Basically, it has higher stats, 6k defense, 6k attack, which is not bad because sometimes you can run over 6k defense monsters and you can restand. So it's a very good item. So we play 8 items in this deck. It's basically a transformation suit, Mukuro. Alright. So the other monsters we play is 4 copies of Cranium, Inverted Cranium. He is very important in this deck for OTK especially. If you have a Dark Hero item equipped, this card size is reduced by 1. So you can either do a size 1 rush. This is what we usually do, size 1 rush. At the end of the battle, these things will go back to hand. Mukuro attacks, Mukuro attack again. OTK is like that. So it is basically a size 1. Where this card enters the field, you may pay 1 gauge and discard a card from your hand. If you do, during this turn, a Dark Hero item on the field gains a 2k power and a critical of 1. So you give your Mukuro additional crit, especially this one. So you'll be swinging like 3 crits, restand 4 crits. Oh, that is so damn good actually. So you just power up your item, so Mukuro will gain additional crit, very important, to push for game. At the end of the battle, return this card to your hand so you can reuse the next turn. And of course, empty your board so that you can activate your Dark Hero stuff. Right, that's the only size 2 we play in the deck actually. It's a size 1 deck. It's basically a size 1 rush deck that becomes a size 2. So basically he's a size 1. 4 copies of Suos SD. Suos SD is great because he just gives you a lot of gauge for your OTKs. When this card enters the field, you may discard a Dark Hero from your hand. If you do, put the top 2 cards of the deck in your gauge. So it's a Dragonic Charge with legs, with a body. At the end of the battle of this card, return it to your hand. So basically the formation is 3 size 1s on the field. All of them swing, weapon swing 2 times, and just go for game. So yeah, Suos is a very nice 2 crit as well. This looks like a Mask Rider. It's a Fog, is Iron Moon Slash. Iron Moon Slash is another interesting card you're gonna play. Activate, you may discard a Dark Hero from your hand. If you do 1 damage to your opponent, sometimes use a skill, especially if you are confident going into OTK and you need the 1 damage push, you can discard 1 card. Anyway, if you don't kill your opponent, you're pretty much gonna be dying anyway, since it's a Glass Cannon deck. So sometimes that 1 life actually makes a huge difference. At the end of the battle, destroy this card. So instead of returning your hand, this guy gets destroyed. So to clear up the board. Another 4 copies of the Scar. He is a 3 crit monster with a very good stats. However, at the end of the battle, you must destroy this card. So yeah, just swinging for 3 and just destroy it so they get empty field. And of course, there are some cards in the deck that you must combo with destruction. So getting destroyed is not so bad actually. So 2 copies of Shadow Hero Ways. I guess we have Ways and Suos. That's pretty cool. The card cost pay 1 gauge. When this card enters the field, you may discard a Dark Hero from your hand. If you do, snipe off 1 opponent's item. So it's really good against... I usually only play 2 because sometimes I just want to get rid of my opponent's items. Either if my opponent's like equip Kaiseron, you can always snap them off. Come enter the field, can destroy 1 item. Against Danger Wolf, really good because the items are very important. So just snipe off the items. Either transformation, ride, or a weapon. So either one of these. And at the end of the battle, you can really discard your hand. So if your opponent were to call more weapons, okay, exit again. Yeah, just attacking card so that you can handle some pesky weapons. Some defense, 4 copies of Mark Braver. Mark Braver is a great card in this deck because of the fact that most of the time, since you have 5k defense, your opponent's gonna link attack for like probably 3 to 4 crits. Okay, link attack, I'll just call Mark Braver. Redirect attack to Mark Braver and just take no damage. It's just protection spell basically. Size 0s we play in this deck. 4 copies of Q Knight. Q Knight is an interesting choice in this deck because when this card is placed from your hand in your drop zone, aka discard effects. So as you guys can see, we actually have some discard effects such as Moon Slash and Inverted Cranium. So these abilities require you to discard a Dark Hero, and when you discard this guy from your hand, you'll be able to charge a gauge or steal 1 of your opponent's gauge. So yeah, sometimes the gauge is actually very important, or otherwise if you don't use it for an effect, you can always use it to call and just swing for 1 crit. At the end of the battle, you can always bounce this card back to your hand. So yeah, you can bounce your hand and you attack, bounce your hand. Yeah, then you can always use it for discard cost next turn or something if you have a next turn. Alright, now let's go on to the spells. 4 copies of First Dark Hero Hideout. This card is, in my opinion, one of the most consistent set spells in the game. Whenever a Dark Hero enters a field, you can draw a card. That is so good. Plain and simple, good +1. However, it's only activate once per turn. You may only set one copy of this on the field, but it's fine because if you can set multiple copies, you'll be broken. 4 copies of But His Lowest of Rank. So you may only cast this card if a size 1 or less Dark Heroes monster on the field is destroyed. So you actually use this card to trick by these. So these guys are like size 1s. They get destroyed most of the time after battle. So very good because it improves the consistency of the deck tenfold. Let's say you end up the battle attack. Oh shit, I need this combo piece. Alright, I need the impact. Alright, can search for an impact. Oh sorry, you can't search an impact. You can only search a monster or an item and add it to your hand. So yeah, unfortunately, unless we have, I believe we have an impact monster which can search for Dark Heroes. So you can actually search that impact monster, add it to your hand, and you can, yeah, basically helps you get off your combos if you need. Or you could use it first turn, like attack, it dies, and you cast, fetch Mukuro to your hand. That's pretty good. 4 copies of negates. I've seen through your moves. Basically, you can only cast it if you have an open center. You can nullify attack. And finally, the impact. This impact is one of my favorite in the game because it just costs 2 gauge, even better than X Tempest X Buster. Yes, even though Tempest X deals 5 damage, this is one of the original broken impacts, we call it, because of how good Dark Hero is able to rush. You may only cast the card if your opponent has 4 life or less, and if no monster on the field, that's pretty much guaranteed. And to be honest, this is one of the most consistent impacts in the game, because all you need is just your opponent to be 4 life or less, and you're pretty much set. So pay 2 gauge, just deal 4 of them. So just after I do the barrage of attacks, most likely your opponent has 4, because there will be so many attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, it's 4 damage easily. So if you need the Death Crest, great card. So I hope you guys enjoyed my deck profile on the Dark Hero deck. If you like more deck profiles like these, be sure to add me on Facebook and subscribe to my channel. And if you like to buy Buddyfight decks, be sure to check out buddymart.com, buddy-mart.com. We sell a lot of decks such as these, and sometimes I just randomly post decks up for sale. So if you guys want to buy Buddyfight decks, I mail anywhere. We accept PayPal or online banking, so check it out. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace out and love you guys. Rawr.